Welcome back to the Mic Check show. Today we're sitting with none other than Joe Smith, the number one overall pick in the 1995 NBA draft. A man who played for 12 different teams over a 16-year career, from college stardom at Maryland, was it Maryland?
Yes, sir.
To the highs and lows of the league. Joe's journey is one of talent, resilience, and reinvention. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Copy. We're
Point.
diving deep into the game, the grind, and life after basketball. Let's get into it. What's up, Joe? What's going on, brother?
Oh man, everything good. Everything good, Mike. How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Like I told you a little before, right? We started the pod. This is surreal to me because you one of my favorite players.
Man, I appreciate that. Man.
Everyone that know me know that. You know what I'm saying? So, so this is real, man. This is like this is surreal. It's super surreal to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank you and Tommy.
My guy, it's an honor to be on, bro. I appreciate that.
I really want to, shout out Tommy for that one. You know what I mean? He threw the alley-oop. I'm only 5'7", but he threw the alley-oop.
you got him and dug that one.
He threw the alley, but I banged it.
Yeah, that's my guy, yo. He's been my guy, man. He's been taking care of all my business things, business needs, and everything I've been lacking over the past since I retired, yo. He stepped in and been a tremendous help, bro. So yeah, definitely got to give Tommy a shout out.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So Joe, you were the number one pick, right? In 95.
Yes, sir.
What was that moment like for you? Because the draft just passed, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I want to get that insight from you. What was that moment like?
Yeah, and I mean it's funny that we're actually talking about it right now because this is June 28th was actually the 30-year anniversary of my draft. So I mean, it was definitely an honor. It was a blessing, but man, it was a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? When you're a young whippersnapper out there running around, park to park or court to court, playing in different rec leagues and playing for different leagues and AAU and all that type of stuff, man. It's a dream and a goal that you set for yourself. So once you hear your name called, man, it don't even matter. Number one, number two, second round or whatever, man. It's just a dream come true to reach an ultimate goal that you set for yourself, man, when you was young. And I was blessed to be the number one pick, which my draft, no one really knew, who was going to be the first pick, but myself, Antonio McDyess, Rasheed Wallace, Kevin Garnett, Jerry Stackhouse, and, guys like that. Nobody knew who was going to be number one pick going into the draft. So when I first heard my name called, man, it was just a sigh of relief, like a whole world was just lifted off my shoulders, at that time, because going into the draft, it's a lot more stressful than people think. You gotta go around to different teams and, kind of put on the act or put on the show for these teams on the court and, in meeting rooms. So, I mean, it's a little more stressful. It's a lot stressful.
You still keep in contact with them? With McDyess and all of them?
Not all of them, but I still keep it. KG and I still keep in touch. Rasheed and I still keep in touch. So there's a few of them I still keep in touch with, but not everybody from the draft. Not everybody from the draft. Even though I mean, we all go our separate ways and do our separate things, but not everybody from the draft. But I mean, just having that draft experience. Our draft was in Toronto, so it was actually my first time out.
Remember that?
Yeah, my first time out the country. The first year for the Toronto Raptors. And, man, it was just we had a ball up there in Toronto. But like I said, man, it was stressful leading up to the draft.
I was 12 years old, Joe.
Were you? Oh, those... Oh, man, don't do me like that, bro.
Nah, I had to keep it a buck, Joe. I was 12. I was a youngin. I was 12. Right. I'm 40 now, but I was 12. I remember that. I was 12 years old. But
yes, sir.
See, here's the thing, right? So to me, right, like my own personal preference is either, I mean, I like ball. I love basketball. It's like my number one, but
right.
Boxing is right under, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like boxing is right under.
No, I'm a huge boxing.
I love boxing.
So do I.
the thing is, my grades, they suck. You know what I'm saying at the time. So I couldn't make any team.
Right.
Um, but now check this out. I was 5'7" and I was banging it.
Oh, so you had so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
you
yeah. I
was
had
an
the
athlete then.
bunnies.
You was athletic then.
I had the bunnies. Yeah, I had the bunnies.
Okay.
For some reason, I
Okay.
had the bunnies.
Okay.
Now, whoever I know my peoples is watching this for sure. They're gonna watch this. People all over the world gonna watch this. I was born and raised in the South Bronx, right?
Right. Okay.
So a lot of people ask me, what was your game like? Like if you was to, say your game was like this person,
Hmm.
who was it? Who would it be, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna keep it real, Jay. I'm gonna keep it real, Joe.
What you used to say,
I'm
bro?
keep it a buck. No, I'm keeping it a buck. Like I had no, I see. So I wasn't a shooter like that,
Okay.
but I was like Kyrie though, and that's a fact.
Okay.
I
Okay.
love dribbling.
Okay.
I love crossing you and bringing it right back. Woo!
That's that New York. You already know. I already know. That's that New York in you,
Yeah.
bro.
Wait, you from VA, right?
I'm from Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah. 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 So I
Yo,
already know, bro. I came up and played in Rutgers one year, bro. It's right before I got drafted. So I know, I know how y'all do it up in New York.
yeah, just hit you, boop, boop, bring it
Yeah.
right back, come back, boop, boop. You know what I mean? So
Like
yeah,
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Hold up.
yeah, I was doing that, Joe. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I wish, so seeing you brothers, from VA, from the hood, obviously, right?
Hmm.
Not having nothing. We all grew up like that.
Right,
Just seeing you guys, I feel like I made it. I tell I'm
man.
cool with Catino Mobley. That's my dog.
Right.
A couple of ball players, but me and Cut, we talk a lot, right?
Hmm.
And I tell him like, you know, just seeing you guys out there, right? It
Right.
was dope because I know where you guys came from.
Right.
Like it's real, like the VA is not soft at all. I don't. A lot of people think VA
Not
is
one
soft,
bit.
and it's really not.
Not one bit. Not
You know what I'm
one bit.
saying? Like for some reason they want to exclude you out the map, but no, VA is serious, man. VA is real. You
It's serious.
know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
I'm straight from Norfolk, man. And if
Yeah, I
anybody
know.
came
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Norfolk,
yeah. I
anybody came
know.
from Norfolk, they already know what it is down here. So yeah,
You was very fortunate to not, get into that. You know what I mean? Like the games and all that, the drug world. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's the
so
thing
again,
about it,
if
man. I don't mean to cut you off, but like watching the youth nowadays, young athletes nowadays compared to the young athletes coming up when I came up, the streets protected us, man. Like when they saw that we had, some talent, a gift, opportunity to do something different, man. They really protected us. They got behind us. They made sure we ain't do nothing crazy. Made sure we ain't carry no guns. We ain't doing that. We ain't out there, being knuckleheads, man. So
wow, yeah,
they made sure that we stayed on that right path. But nowadays, man, it's like they don't care. They don't care. So they don't get that same protection nowadays from the guys in the streets because it seemed like, I don't know if it's jealousy factor or whatever, but it seemed like they want to keep them where they are instead of helping them build themselves up and fulfill that dream or that goal they may have for themselves. So we was protected, man. That was the biggest difference.
yeah. No, you absolutely right. Here's the thing. I was telling was it Dana? I had a part with Dana Barrows.
Uh-huh.
Super cool dude. That's my guy too. I love Dana. Dana's
Nope.
hilarious. He was telling a Michael Jordan story, and he had me dying. I was like, yo.
Dana funny, man. I played with Dana too. I played with a year with Dana.
This is what people don't realize. You guys, meaning like pro athletes, are regular people.
No question.
Like you
No.
guys are approachable.
Yep.
You guys you guys show love. Like you know, it, a lot of people have it misconstrued that you guys are a-holes and stuff like that, and it's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you guys get frustrated when you see a herd of people coming up to you and trying to get an autograph
Mm-hmm.
and in the mix of that you get pushed. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like, of
Right.
course you're gonna get, you're human.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you guys are super approachable. I love you guys, man. You pro athletes.
Man, appreciate it.
Yeah, human beings, man. Y'all regular
End of the
dudes, you know what
day.
I'm saying? And a lot of people get it messed up, man. See, I was telling Dana that back then, if you had beef with somebody, right? And my wife gonna get mad at this, right? But yeah, yeah, she gonna get tight because I talk about it every pod, and the reason why I do it so because I know I have a lot of youngest listening to my podcast. So
No question.
I was a Crip for 25 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a town where New York was painted red. You get
Right.
what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yep.
You know what I mean? It was
Yes, sir.
painted red. I was a Crip. I was banging crazy. By the grace of God, I'm here now, right? I'm still here. God
Amen,
kept
bro.
me safe. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, Joe, I'm repping God all
No
day.
question. That
You know what I'm saying?
tell.
This is why we here.
Yep.
So I was telling Dana that back then, if you see somebody that you had beef with, and that person was with his mom's or his sister or his wife or his kids, you let him rock.
And out of respect for that, out of
You
that
know what I'm
respect,
saying? Like,
yeah,
yo, look,
the
I
code. It's
caught
code.
you, but I'm gonna let you rock.
Yeah.
But now 2025, they killing you, your moms, your wife, and
Yep.
everyone with you. And
Yep.
that's not cold. Morally, that's not street.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So how can we stop that, Joe?
I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, I've been back in Virginia, Norfolk area for the last 6, 8 months, man, and that's pretty much my goal to get back into these communities, man, and show them something positive, show them something different than what they're seeing on the daily basis. You know, guys carrying guns, guys committing crime, guys, robbing people. Show them something different, man. So, I mean, might not be able to save them all, man. So we got to start with a few here and there. But I'm back here in the communities, man. I'm showing my face. I'm showing myself, to all these youth programs and youth spaces that we have in the area, churches and different places like that, man, just to present myself to these youth and show them that it's something different. If you set your mind right, you sacrifice certain things, and you understand what the ultimate goal is, man. This is a lot of bigger things out there in this world besides what you see on this little block. This world is
Right.
a huge. This world is a huge place, man. And it's a beautiful place when you get out to go see it. So, it's,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't
You've
just
been
get
around the world.
yeah, don't just get stuck on what you see on this block, man. Just stay locked in. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to teach these kids. I know a lot has to do with a lot of mental health issues, so I'm
Right.
trying to I'm going into that space with them as well because I went through it, so I can talk to them about it. So I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do to help these kids, man. We just gotta um, stay locked in with it. It's like you can't just be here one day and gone, the next. You got to stay locked in, be consistent with it, and be something that you do continuously.
How's it working for you though? Is it working? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, are they showing love? Are they, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like,
it's been great. The responses have been great. The responses have been great from the kids, from the parents, from everybody I've come in contact with, man. And like you say, I talked to different. I was at a real estate place the other day talking to a bunch of realtors about what I'm doing back in the area, and they was all welcome. They all wanted to, get their kids involved. So I'm going to different places, man, and I see the reaction of the people, man. Every time we go somewhere, every time I'm talking to these people, and every time I'm talking to these kids, man, I see their reactions and their attitude. Not all of them, but their attitude changed tremendously in the short time that I spend with them.
so you back in VA, but are you originally like there like for good, or you live somewhere else? You live in LA or something like that?
I have my place in Georgia still. I have my place in
Oh,
Georgia,
okay, 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 okay.
but I've been back in Virginia, man. Shoot, I've been here more than Georgia. I've only been back to Georgia maybe twice within the last, like I say, 8 to 10 months. So I've been here in Virginia, setting up ground, going to these different communities. I got a basketball camp coming up in a week, next week actually. Yeah, next week actually. So just setting up groundwork, man, and being a positive influence for these kids so they can see something positive.
Yeah, nah, for sure, for sure. Looking back, what was the biggest adjustment going from college
Right.
at Maryland to the NBA?
The first one was the travel.
Yeah.
First one was the travel, bro. I'm
Yeah, yeah,
telling you,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like, we college, you go on a road trip 1-2 days at the most, at the max, Then you get to the league and, road trips are like 10, 12 days and you're flying every other night, and you get in one city 3 in the morning and next, you got to get up and shoot around and prepare for a game the next day. Then you flying back out again. So, about midway through the season, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was drained. And that was a lot from the travel. It was a lot from the travel. I was playing a lot of minutes with the Warriors and things like that, but it was that travel that I really couldn't get a hold of, a grasp of. Secondly, the physicality of the game. Back in the '90s, we all know how physical the game was.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Oh yeah.
and, and a flagrant foul nowadays was just a common foul back then. So, so,
You had
so, so we know how that was. So, I mean, the physicality of the game, man, going up against guys that were better or just as good almost every night as I am, and you really don't have any nights off. So I came up in a heavy power forward era. Every
they
team
did.
every team had dominant power forward. So the competition was great. I love to go out there and compete against these guys every night, but every night it was a battle. Every team, every night, I had at the power forward position, it was somebody that's either a Hall of Famer now or a future Hall of Famer
Yeah, nah, for
coming
sure.
up. So it was definitely
For sure. Yeah, you dealt. Yeah, you dealt. Yeah, yeah. You're right about that, Joe. Uh, uh,
yeah.
uh. See, because back then we had. Well, you guys had hand checking.
You can hand check.
You can hand check. You do all that.
Elbow bump.
Oh,
You can,
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
you can
Facts. Now you can't. You can't
you
even.
can
You can't even talk to the
You
ref.
can bump cutters, cutting across the lane, even if it's not your man. They cutting across the lane. You can give them a little chuck, knock them off their path. You can do all that type of stuff, man. Had little secret techniques that you can get away with, holding and all types of stuff.
Now you can't do any of that, right?
Nah, you might get ejected.
Shit, Joe. Did, talk about checking and pushing dudes and all that.
Right.
Did you ever witness? Because I was talking to Chris Childs, right?
Uh-huh.
And he said he witnessed a lot of dudes getting knocked out.
Fights?
Yeah, in the locker room.
Man, it was plenty of those. It was
A
plenty of
lot
those.
of dudes getting knocked out.
It was plenty
Did
of
you,
those.
without saying names, Joe?
Uh-huh.
Did you ever notice a few dudes getting knocked out?
I saw quite a few dudes. I saw 16 years, bro. Yeah, I saw them early. I saw them late. I saw them. I saw them all. I saw them on a lot of different teams too, bro. It wasn't just one team, one situation. I saw them on a lot of different
Did you try
teams.
to help them out, Joe?
I mean, it gets broken up so quick, bro. So it's not like.
But somebody getting hit though.
Yeah, no question. Somebody's getting hit. Somebody's getting hit. And sometimes it do carry on a little bit later, but somebody's definitely getting hit. I mean, I know one time in practice, man, I was with the Warriors. I ain't gonna say no names, but I mean, we're in practice and these two dudes just going at it, bumping, talking trash talking, going at it. So then one time, one of the dudes go up, take a shot, and the other one goes contest the shot, but went under him. You know how when you're coming down for your jump shot, put his foot up under him. So that happened, and next thing you know, all I heard was, I turned around. I was at the top of the key island. I was guarding the ball at the top of the key island. I turned around. I was like, yo, what the hell? Man, they on the floor scrapping, bro. I was like, yo.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Bed, I was scrapping, bro, right in the middle of practice.
You ever got into altercation?
No, I ain't never got, not in practice.
I heard
in the game I have, but not in practice.
I know if it's true, Joe. I don't know if it's true, right? But I mean, yeah, possibly it is because Mad Max, like he's crazy. He's a nut, like he is a nutcase.
Right.
He said the Dream used to walk around and slap dudes.
I saw that. I saw that.
so so so
I saw
so
that. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, like, if you ever see something like that, because how is it that he's walking around, he look at you and just slap you?
Uh,
How is that
oh,
even possible?
I,
Like, so
I,
he walked right by you, just look at you and
it just
slap
look
you?
at you like I don't like you at the moment. Just smack the mess, smack you.
Like,
Hey, yeah.
that's crazy. Dream was doing that?
Oh no, I heard that story too. The closest person I would say would probably that I played with. He never did it, but the closest person I would say would probably he's older, Kevin Willis. I don't know if
Oh
you
yeah,
look.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Shout
don't
out
know if
to
you know.
number 42.
Yeah,
Number 42.
yeah. like he looked like he the type of person that would be that but he's not that type of person. But he looked like if you look at him, you'd be like, man, he looked like that type of person that would walk around a locker room just smack dudes when he walked past. But
Yeah,
he's not
42,
that type of
42
person.
was I ain't gonna lie, he was a little intimidating.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was a
He
little
had short
intimidating. Yeah,
arms. He
fake.
had a short
He was like
arm, but he
fake
was
brolic.
swole. Yeah,
Yeah, he was a little
yes.
intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. Nah,
But
you look intimidating too, Joe.
no, I won't like
I'm not
no.
gonna lie.
Them boys.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, Joe. You look. I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, Joe. You look a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You, you. I told Catino this too, like, because Catino, he's a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can just see it. I'm like, yo, you look a little crazy. He's like, yeah, I
yeah,
was crazy.
yeah. I could tell Cat was
But
crazy.
but you too though, Joe. I ain't gonna lie. You look. That's why. This is why I wanted. This is why I asked you if you put your paws on some of them dudes, because
That's what KG used to always say, though.
yeah, like,
During
nah,
that
Joe, I
kid,
ain't
when I
gonna
played
lie.
with
Your
KG in
KG's another
Minnesota,
one.
when I played with KG in Minnesota, he was like, all right, man, y'all better leave Joe alone, man. Y'all better leave that the quiet ones. Y'all better watch out for. Leave him alone. Let him sleep. Leave him alone. Don't wake him
Man,
up. He used to say that all
you
day.
guys had a squad too, man.
Man, that was my favorite squad, bro. Balling with Minnesota.
What?
Them
You
boys
had a
out there, yeah.
squad. Damn.
That was my favorite squad, bro. We had a ball, man. We had a good squad. Was winning 50 plus games a year. On the team, the chemistry we had, man, on and off the court was crazy. The best I ever had in my career. So that was some fun times in Minnesota. And the city wasn't bad. A lot of people sleep on Minnesota. The city not as bad as people think.
Yeah. Max was talking about Utah. He said he hate Utah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they call you the N word and all that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Not only that, but he was saying that, they go after you, your moms. See, that's foul play. That's not even cool, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Utah had one of the most known NBA hecklers in the NBA. It was Utah, one in Utah, and there was one in Washington. It was two dudes that's well known. They sit behind the visitors bench. The one in Washington sat behind his visitors bench, and he bring a sign every time. He brings chickens and all types of stuff, man. Like the rubber chickens and stuff, man. And we called him the heckler. That was his name throughout the league. And there was another one in Utah that sat on the baseline, but by the visitors bench, and he would do the same thing the entire game, bro. We had two known hecklers throughout the whole NBA, man.
did you ever get called the N word?
I never got called the N word. I never got called the
Okay.
N word. I've been called all types of other stuff, but not the N word.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you would have smacked him, Joe.
You think I would have went up in there like
I keep it a
Westbrook?
buck. I think you would have smacked him, Joe. That's word. You would have walked up in there, bop, the dream slap.
Yeah.
Hit him with the dream slap.
Like Westbrook.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, this is crazy, man. I
Oh,
can't
man.
believe the stories that I heard, man. I just, it's crazy, man. And I thank God, Joe, no lie, that I'm cool with a lot of ball players, man.
Man, that's what's up,
That
bro.
that
Yeah.
I can call my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I got a personal relationship. We talk daily.
Right.
And if we don't, you know what I'm saying, we check in. But like I said, you guys are cool, man, because we have the same. See, I was a music producer, so
Got you.
So I made beats for a lot of people, and we pretty much live that same lifestyle.
No question.
You know
No
what I'm
question.
saying? And I ain't gonna lie, that lifestyle's kind of scary
Yeah.
because it's fast paced, it's super fast paced actually. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I know you've been through your ups and downs and stuff like that. You go to, well, you just mentioned Minnesota, like you go to Mini, you
Right.
see a couple of fine broads, you stuck there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might be doing, you know, drugs, or you know what I'm saying. So it's pretty much the same lifestyle, just different. I guess the different environment,
Yeah.
but it's the same lifestyle. So I
Yep.
know exactly what you guys went through. The no sleeps,
Yep.
being up early. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's literally the same lifestyle. So I resonate with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I resonate. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I know exactly what it is. But so you played for 12 different teams, right?
Right.
What was that like? Like you constantly
Mhm.
adapting to new environments.
I mean, it's an
What?
adjustment period. Each one is an adjustment period. Um, the first one, because I went from being with the Warriors and being, the main option,
Yeah,
to going
yeah.
to Philadelphia where, it's AI's team and they have, a lineup and rotation already involved. So now I
In
got to,
motion. Yeah.
yeah. So now I got to, adjust my role. Come off the bench now, not getting as many shots, not getting my number called as much. So now I got to defend, rebound, do other things, to be productive and be active out there and stay active out there on the court. So that was the first one. That was a tough one. Um, but for the most part, man, it's always adjusting to the system, adjusting to new teammates, adjusting to new coaches and how they coach their teams and how involved they are with their players and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is each time you get moved, that's that's going to be a definite. That's going to be a
Right.
definite. As you
Right.
go
Right.
through it a few times, you kind of get used to it. You kind of figure out different ways to get adjusted quicker. But I mean, there's always going to be an adjustment period as you get, and again as you go through it. There's a lot of guys that you now have played alongside of on some of these teams now, or got because they've been traded or moved along, throughout that process as well, or guys that you become friends with throughout your career are now on these teams. So you get a little more familiar with a lot of the guys, but it's always going to be that adjustment.
Who was your favorite teammate?
My favorite teammate,
That's a tough one.
yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough, but KG, man, that's my guy.
Really?
Or yeah, that's
Damn,
my
that's
ride.
what's up.
That's my ride or die. We used to always call each other twins. So you know what I'm saying. And we created a friendship and a bond, man, through those years, man. That first of all, being in the same draft class, and then playing alongside each other for almost 4.5, almost 5 years, man. We created more than just a bond on the court. We created a friendship. So playing alongside him, man, and he made the game fun. He made the game easy. But off the court, man, he was more of a friend than anything.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That is fire. What teammate or coach had the biggest impact, right? During your career.
Right. I got two actually. I mean, they're not even in my NBA career. My first was my high school coach, Jack Baker. I mean,
Wow,
he was the first one that really believed that I had
that you can make it.
that I had a talent
You had
and
talent. Yeah.
that I can do something with it. So I mean, he worked with me nonstop. Whenever he couldn't make it, he made sure I was able to get into the gym to get the work in myself. He pushed me. He showed me how to play the game the right way, and uh, and really helped me develop, man, through my years in high school. Because I had a growth spurt. I went my freshman year to sophomore year over the summer. I grew 5 inches. So I lost. So
Wow.
yeah, I went from like 6'1", 6'2", and I came back like 6'7", almost 6'8". And I I was clumsy though. I was
Yeah,
clumsy. You know, my feet had grown, my arms I got longer, my legs. So I was clumsy. So he did. I mean, he had patience, man, with working with me and making sure I worked on my game, man, to get over that clumsiness. And then when I got to college, man, Coach Gary Williams, my coach at Maryland, yeah, he when I got there, man, he called me in the office, told me what he expected of me, told me um, what he needed me to bring to the table. Then he just let me go. He just let me go. I mean, he saw how hard I was working coming into my freshman year. He saw the work that I was putting in. But when the season started, man, he just put the ball in my hands and let me go. Um,
so he gave you the green light
he gave me the green
to
light,
do
let me
whatever
go,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
let me
Just
go,
to
and
flourish, you know what I'm saying? And
exactly,
shout out to coach, man, for real,
yeah,
for real.
exactly. He had that confidence to give me that type of green light to let me go and just let me flourish and let me be me out there on the court. And then try to hold me back, then try to put no restraints on me, and try to keep me from uh, uh, learning the game. Pretty much, because that's what we're doing when we at that time in college, you're still learning the game. So he didn't keep me from learning the game, and actually pushed me to be a better player, to be a better person, and to show me different things that about the game of basketball that I was missing when I got there from high school. So I mean,
Right.
I give him a lot of credit for that, man, and that's ultimately what got me to the number one pick in '95.
What was that first game like? Were you nervous?
NBA or college?
NBA.
Yeah, I was.
Were you
That
like
was like, and it's crazy because usually for basketball games, I mean, I have a little bit of nerves. I'm not gonna say I don't get nervous,
like when
but
you looked up and you saw 19,000 people?
I was nervous. I was shook, bro. Yeah, yeah. Not only that, but because of who we was going up against, though. We were going up against my very first game. We were going up against the defending champs, the Houston Rockets. They having ring night, so they collected their rings from the championship year before. The banners being raised into the rafters, so that championship banner is going up in the rafters. It is Hakeem Olajuwon and the crew. So I mean, it's like we my first game against the NBA champion. So I'm dead nervous, man. I'm like, oh my god. So, and there's a funny story because that's actually when I got my welcome to the NBA moment as well. So, and that happened real early in the game. That happened on jump ball. So we playing against the Rockets. So I'm already nervous. And then I have to jump ball against Hakeem Olajuwon. But at that time, I'm like, man, I'm young. I'm athletic. I'm about to out jump this OG.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I ain't gonna
yeah,
let the
yeah.
OG out jump me, man. I don't know what they talking about. So the referee throw the ball up. I'm about to go up for the tap. As I'm going up, he shoots me an elbow right to my nose. Done for about yeah. Done for about 10, 15 minutes, bro. Yeah,
You
yeah.
want you want to hang it up.
My eyes, I'm still in the game, man. My running up and down, trying to gather myself, but my eyes watering, man. My nose running, man. I'm like, man, he done told me up about the last 10, 15 minutes. So it took me a while to get myself together, but I figured that was a vet move that he does to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That he get away with the young guys, but so I picked up on that real quick, and I kind of use that in the future a little bit. But that was my welcome to the NBA moment, man. I was like,
How was
God dang.
how was playing with Mad Max? He was crazy in real life. Like he was like
I
that.
didn't play with him, but playing against him,
Yeah, yeah, playing
I
against him. Yeah,
heard all the stories, bro. I heard, hey, yeah. So what you didn't want to do, you ain't want to cross that line. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, everybody's out there intense, man. When you out there on that court, we're all intense, man. So things can happen, things can get heated, and but you hear about the stories that Mad Max, you hear about the locker room stories, you hear about some of the actions that he had that took place during the games. I mean, obviously I caught him towards the end of his career when I came in, but
yeah, yeah,
still,
yeah.
yeah, but still, I heard a lot of the stories.
What was the most memorable game or moment in the NBA for you?
Um, Other than being drafted, um, I would say it was the time when Magic Johnson came back. When
Wow,
yeah, when
that's
Magic
huge.
when Magic came back. I growing up in Virginia. You know, we ain't have a team here, so I grew up a Lakers fan, Magic Johnson fan, and I just loved the Lakers growing up. And maybe I can't remember what year it was, but a few years before I got drafted, you know, the HIV thing came up, and
Yeah,
Magic had to retire. So I mean, my only thing when he retired, when he had that press conference, only thing I was thinking about, dang, I never get to play against my idol, my favorite player. I always wanted to play against him and never get that opportunity. And you know, he retired for a couple of years and um, you know, went through his treatments and all that. And when he decides to come back, so then I get excited then when I hear that he's coming back because you know now I get the opportunity to play against him. I'm still with the Warriors. We're on the West Coast. We still got the Lakers a few times, you know, throughout the rest of the year. So you know I'm gonna bump into him one time at least. So, but not knowing that it would be his very first game back.
wow.
The very first game that he returns was against us in the Great Western Forum. You know, a lot of people don't remember the forum,
Yeah,
but
yeah, 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 yeah,
the forum, you
yeah.
know, so I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that whole week leading up. I mean, we've had a couple games before that game, but still, that whole week leading up, I'm just excited about, you know, playing when that was released. I was just excited about playing and having the opportunity to play against Magic. And game night, you know, he doesn't start, so he comes off the bench. You know, we're out there. Someone's at the foul line. I can't remember what it was, but they're at the free throw line, and I'm standing along the lane line. And I'm sitting there. The referee gives the guy the ball for the first shot. He takes the shot. Then all of a sudden, you just hear rumbling. Then the crowd just starts like little rumble, you know, just like, and then it gets louder, then it gets louder. And I'm like, what the hell? So I look at the scores table. He's coming down the sideline all this way to the scores table. And as he's coming down, the roar, the crowd is just building and building and building. He gets to the scores table and he checks in to take off his warm-up jacket. The crowd's going crazy, man. And I'm like, yeah, I'm standing on the free throw line, like, oh man. And he comes and stands right beside me. I just looked at him like, you just don't know how big of a moment this is for me, man.
Oh, that's dope, man.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was the biggest
What he
moment.
what he say? What he say?
He didn't say anything right away, right off the bat. But I mean, at the end of the game, man, I finally had a chance to, you know, to say something to him and talk to him a little bit after the game, man. But I mean, that was the biggest moment of my, besides getting drafted, NBA career, man. I ain't never won the championship or anything like that, so I can't say one of those, but that was it.
Nah, that's what's up. Damn, that's crazy. You
That's how
mentioned
much I
idol,
love. That's
man.
how much I love this game, and you know, I was upset that I never would ever get a chance to play against him. I always wanted to play against him because he was my idol, and because of the fact that you know he was the reason why I wore number 32.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Which player was the toughest to guard? Can 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 you say Jordan?
I know I can't say Jordan because I never guarded Jordan. I was help defense. I was help. I was backside.
Yo, Joe, come here, D. Joe. Word up.
No, I can't say Jordan, but man, we had a whole man. Power forward was crazy in my career, but early on, I would say Sean Kemp was the toughest.
Rain Man?
First,
Wow.
yeah, the Rain Man he was tough when I first got drafted, man. He was like somebody I never guarded before, you know, with his athleticism, his strength, his footwork, and how active he was around the basket, man. He was just like somebody that I've never guarded before. So it took me some time to adjust and kind of figure him out and figure out what he liked to do and what he don't like. But
Y'all
once
pretty
I
much
figured,
were the same height, right?
yeah, we're the same height. Yeah, we're the
Yeah,
same
six
height. He
seven,
was
six
out.
eight.
Yeah, but he outweighed me by about 30, 40 pounds.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He was a bull down. He was a bull down there, man. That's the thing about it. He was a bull down there. But I mean, like I said, man, the power forward, man, it was I could go down a list, man. It was Sean Kemp, it was Kevin Garnett, it was Tim Duncan, it was Dirk Nowitzki, it was Chris Webber, it was Rasheed Wallace, it was Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, so on and so. It was like
Yeah, no, no,
everywhere you
no, it's
turn, man.
serious.
Yeah, everywhere you turn, man. And,
Yeah, that joint was serious because it was a
it's a
big
guy
man's
I'm
league
missing.
back then.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
know what I
we
mean? Now, how do you know what? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the game now? Like people
right.
chucking threes from half court. You know what I'm
I ain't gonna
saying?
lie, bro. I stopped watching. I stopped watching for a couple years.
Nah,
I did. I stopped watching for a couple years.
boy.
Yeah, I did. I did. I
How,
did.
how
It
how
was
how is that even
it
possible,
was when
Joe?
it like the 3 pointers was just outrageous. When every possession they just coming down, launching threes. I had to stop watching because it was I didn't think it was good basketball. I didn't think it was good basketball. They still get up a high amount of threes now, but they've mixed in more of the basketball game into it now. So, but I did. The game,
They forgot about the mid range.
the mid range was gone.
You
The
know,
mid range was gone. Um,
even
back
the
to the
post
basket
up.
play. That's what I'm about to say. Back to the basket play was
Yeah,
gone. Um, to this day, I still watch some of these bigs that, um, and see them get the ball with their back to the basket and not know what to do with it. I'm like, golly, man.
I could tell you one.
Now, you in New York. You in New York.
Nah. Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. We ain't gonna say nothing. We ain't gonna say nothing.
Because I
But there's a
watched it
lot
this
of them, though. There's
I
a lot of
watched
them.
it this
Unfortunately,
playoffs.
there's a
I
lot of
watched
them.
it this playoffs, and I was like, God, Lee, this is crazy.
See, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm from New
Yeah,
York, so I'm a Knicks fan.
no question.
So so you know exactly who I'm talking
That's
about.
what I said.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, like, why you standing at the 3 point line? Like, I don't get it. You can play pick and roll all day with JB. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm
But it
saying?
was,
But I mean,
yeah. So
we just got I don't know if you saw it. We just got Jordan Clarkson.
yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, I saw that.
So yeah, that's crazy. That's a good pickup, right? Because
Yeah,
we have no bench. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Yeah. I'm just I mean, honestly, like we got rid of Tibbs. I didn't. I was upset with Tibbs,
right.
but I, f- I don't feel like it was the right choice though.
I don't think so either. I
To
don't think
be
they should get rid
honest,
of Tibbs either. I don't
but
think so either because I mean, you look around the league, there's not too many better coaches than Tibbs. You
nah.
know, uh,
The only problem with Tibbs is that he you playing 65 minutes a game.
and that's the only thing. That's the only thing. And see, and I really can't put that all on Tibbs because the front office and management got to get him that depth that he can trust. I mean, I don't know. Well, I can't even say that because he never gave these dudes
can
an
you tell a
opportunity.
coach,
He never gave these guys the opportunity, so I really can't say that he can't trust
Joe?
them now.
Can you tell a coach no? Like if a coach tells you, yo, let's say you played a whole third quarter
Right.
and you sit in what the first you sit down, let's say the first four
Mm-hmm.
minutes of the fourth quarter, but he wants to bring you in right away. Can you say no to the coach?
You can. You can.
Because
Yeah, you
I don't
can. I
see
mean,
that.
and it depends on how the flow of the game. I mean, especially it depends on how the flow of the game is going. Like if the team that's out there rocking and they balling out, they keeping the game tight, or they keeping the game, or they building the lead, or whatever they might be doing. If it's that type of situation, let them rock out. Let them rock out. Now, if it's going the opposite direction, no, I'm getting in the game. put me in
I
the
see, I
game,
see, I
coach.
see, I see. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
even players would jump up and tell coach, tug on the coach at that point. But yeah, you could definitely tell the coach, no, let them rock out. I've seen it done. I've done it myself before. When you see the team that's out there, they got things going, they got things rolling at that time. No, let them rock out for a minute.
Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, because I thought players didn't have no say so because if you playing 40 something minutes a game,
Right
like damn, you can't say no. Like, look, I'm tired. I'm dead beat. Like my legs don't work.
now,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be a lot of players to say no though.
No, I know,
They
because you
they
want to get in the
we
game.
want to be on that court now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, I get it, but no, I get it.
Yeah,
But if you dead beat tired,
yeah.
I
If you
mean,
dead beat,
you
then
still want to get in.
if you dead beat, then you got it. That's on you. You got to know. Nah, I'm good right now. Give me another minute. Give me another minute. That's
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
tell
yeah.
them. I need another.
Did you ever play the whole 48?
I might have in an overtime game, but not not just a
Not just
yeah,
regular. Okay, got
yeah,
you.
not
Okay,
just a
okay.
regular regulation game. No.
I know you was beat after that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Oh
know
yeah.
that. I know the next day you was out. You was
Oh yeah.
out.
I mean, that's a lot of minutes, bro. I don't care. That's a lot of minutes, man. And um, at this level, to do it every game,
Yeah, it's crazy.
for 82 games, that's
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 wild.
putting a lot of mileage on your body.
That's
And
wild.
and at this point, it's probably cutting off a few years of some of these dudes' career. You know,
See,
playing this
wow,
many
that's crazy.
minutes, and that's something
See,
that you
see,
got
I
to learn
didn't know that. You
well.
see, you would know that. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
And if that's the case, then I mean, damn, that's crazy. Wow.
yeah. The
Who?
wear and tear is real, bro. The wear and tear
Yeah,
is real, and that's something. I mean, they might not feel it right now, but another year or two down the line, it's going.
I think Joe. I think the reason we don't see it that way is because let's say I'm giving you my personal right opinion. Like I see you guys like super athletes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You guys on the court playing. Listen, I can play a full right now, and I'm tired
Right.
the first 2 3 minutes.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
again, I haven't worked out in a while, so I get it. But you guys are doing it night in and night out. You know what I
Right.
mean? You guys play Monday, sometimes even probably the next day, or play again Wednesday and then play again Friday and then play
Right.
again Sunday. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
wow. And that goes actually to my next question. Well, I know you guys miss a lot of birthdays,
Yeah.
a lot of family time.
Oh yeah.
How did that play a role into your career?
Oh yeah. No question. No question. I mean, it was. Excuse me. I mean, I obviously got married
Right.
throughout my career. And throughout my career span, I got married halfway through, and we had kids, and um, like we talked about before, I played for 12 different teams, so it was obviously a lot of moving around. So early on in my career, it was just me that I had to move. My first trade, it was just me I had to move. But from after that, being a free agent or whether it was trade, I had to move a family. So that obviously took its course, and so you want some stability. You want that type of stability. You want some type of stability for your kids. So we ended up, sending the family because I was moving so much throughout my career. I ended up having to send the family, get a house in Arizona, let the family go stay there through the season. They come visit periodically when school breaks and stuff like that. So all that takes its toll to where you're not actually being able to be there all the time as much as you would like. So like you said, you miss birthdays, you miss some holidays. Not all. Some holidays are scheduled where you're actually able to be there, but for the most part, you're missing a lot. In 16 years, you're missing an awful lot.
Yeah, I know. I know. and that causes a lot of problems too,
It
right?
does.
Inside your household,
Mm-hmm.
even with some of the homies, right, the friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many people you took with you, but I'm sure in the early stages you took a few folks with you.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I
No
mean?
question.
To rock out with you, and that's another thing. Not only, excuse me, pardon me, not only I'm sorry, mentally, physically, but also financially, because you got to take care of your homies too.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
and not only your homies, but your family. So, did you ever come across this word here is very, see, because I deal with it now, right?
Uh,
2025, I deal with it
right.
with entitlement. Did you deal with that?
Oh yeah. No question. No question. I mean,
I
from
deal with that now, Joe.
family,
Real
from
talk.
friends, from certain some family members, some friends, um, and it's crazy because they really believe it. Like they really believe whatever they think, whatever they felt like they did for you, to get you to where you made it. They really believe um, they gave you the talent, or they really believe that them being around got you to that point, and they deserve something. They deserve this, or they deserve that. They deserve this. They deserve anything I get a piece of. And it's crazy that people would think that way. That they would get that type of mindset uh, to even believe that uh, what God has blessed me with is meant for them. And that's something that I had to cut a lot of people off. I had to cut some people off. That was had that mentality. And that's when people say you lose a lot of friends, and people always say you change, you change. No, bro, no, you change because now you expecting all this because uh, of my talent. Now you expecting to receive all these perks and all this different stuff like because of my gifts now, but it don't work like that, bro. Your gifts are
Right,
made for you, and my gifts are
right.
made for me, and we can always be cool. We can always be friends, and we can always do some stuff together where we can build something. But don't feel entitled like I owe you. Don't feel like I owe you, or don't feel like you deserve something uh, that you don't.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've dealt with that myself.
Yeah.
That it gets very tricky. Because you can take care of someone, you can pay for someone's rent, uh,
Mm.
let's say a whole year, and after you guys, or after they realize that Mike or Joe is not taking care of my rent next year,
Right.
it becomes an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now let's say you change, and they
Right.
starting to hate you, and they start calling you names, and
Mm-hmm.
now it's beef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I say that to say this, right? I lost a lot of homies, um, a lot, man, a lot, a lot.
Right.
But one thing they can't say about me, Joe, and I kid you not, this is true story, real talk.
Mm-hmm.
They can never say Mike was whack.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, Mike never did anything, never. As a matter of fact, I can bring my wife in right now. She'll tell you that. I just told my wife this. I kid you not, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I told my wife this 2 nights ago. She was like, "Yo, why you so?" There's times that I still get I get angry at certain things, and the first thing that comes to mind is who I was before, right?
Right.
The lifestyle that I lived and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I only get upset for a little bit. Like I don't even get tight like that. I might get upset. I might be like, damn, I want to kill this dude.
Right.
But I'm just like, yo, you know what? It's not even worth it. I have 2 kids, a beautiful wife,
Yeah.
a nice home. I'm straight. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
But as I guess I don't even know if this is a word, but humanistic. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like you're a human. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get
Right.
tight, you don't get upset. And at the end of the day, unfortunately, I lost a lot of homies, and
Right.
you know, and it hurts, man, because I've done so much. Look, I've taken people with me to places that, they don't even belong in,
Right.
and that's real talk.
Mm-hmm.
But I did it because I wanted them to see something different, right? In this music game, if and this is just an example, I never worked with JayZ, which I would have loved to, but I never
Right.
did. If he would have called me, he would have been like, "Yo, Mike, I need you to pull up to 40 something street."
Right.
I'll pull up. But if he says, "Look, only you," it's
Mm-hmm.
only me.
It's only exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? But if I
Right.
still rock with you, bro, like one of my bros, I see I did that, Joe. I took one of my, I was gonna say the N word. I took one of my dudes with me.
Right.
So I was violating what this person said to me, like,
With
"Yo, it's only you."
right.
So they don't see that. You get it? So
That,
I could have lost, which in fact I did, right? Because I lost plenty of deals. I lost 3 deals. That's a known fact.
right.
With I don't know if you ever heard of Steve Rifkin.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so I lost a deal with him. You know what I mean? Like he plugged me, and at the time I was wild, and I was just sexing mad women for no reason. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm keeping it real, like my wife
No
know. Like I
question,
tell the
bro.
story all the time.
No
You know,
question.
I was wild, and I was. Look, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, right? Check this out, Joe. Real talk. This is true story. My wife know. There was this one day, and this
Mm-hmm.
is where I knew. I said to myself, Joe. I said, no lie. I said, yo, I'm crazy. I'm sick. I need help.
Right.
Straight
Gotcha.
up, right?
Gotcha.
I'm in a whip. I'm in a V. Boop. I'm chilling. I call a joint. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. So my kids.
Mm-hmm.
8 o'clock in the morning. I can't believe I'm even saying this. It's cool. I called the joint up. I said, yo, pull up. She pulled up. I clapped the cheeks raw. True story, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. This is,
I got. I'm with
I'm
you.
speaking facts. Like, this is crazy, right? Boop. At 10 o'clock in the morning on my soul.
Mm-hmm.
And people that know me know they're gonna start laughing at this, but I'm not. See, but I'm not saying it for people to laugh at me.
No, I'm with
I'm
you, bro.
saying it because I want people to hear and understand that that's not the way.
Yeah.
I've been married for 7, 8 years, Joe. I kid
Mm-hmm.
you not. My wife, I love my wife to death.
No question.
We've been together for 12, 11, 12 joints. Been together 7, 8 years, 2 beautiful kids,
Mm-hmm.
a 4-year-old boy and a 1-year-old daughter. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
By the grace of God, Joe, I was able to retire 7 years ago.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? My
So,
wife, I was able to retire my wife as well.
okay.
So we both stay at home parents. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So we live, by the great. Look, that's my big homie now. That's my big homie. You know what I mean? That's for the youngins, that's my blood and my crip homie, right? That's what they
right.
want to call it. No, this is Christ. That is my big
Mm-hmm.
homie. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So at 10 o'clock, I'm blazing this other joint, raw dog too. By 12 o'clock on my soul, by 12 o'clock, I had twins in the whip, topping me off, topping me off. This on my soul, Joe. This is crazy. This is true story. This is in my mom's building in the Bronx. This is true
Wow.
story. By 2 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
I said to myself, yo, I don't even have, I can't even ejaculate
Right.
because I already did so much. I
Right.
couldn't.
Right.
I was just shooting blanks, real talk. I was shooting Billy blanks.
Uh,
Hey, Joe, I'm
oh,
shooting Billy blanks, Joe.
stop, man.
That's a fact on my show. Yo,
Yo.
check. So check this out, Joe. I'm almost done. I call Shorty. Boom. 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'm like, yo, meet me downstairs. I'm washing my mom's clothes.
Right.
She pulled up, and this is, I swear to you, like I know. Listen. I have so many people watching this show, and I know, and I pray that if he does watches this, I just want to say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I. what I intended to do. It happened that way. My bad. But there's a bigger reason why I'm saying this story, because I know you guys went through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what you guys go through. Trust me, I hear stuff behind the scenes, and it's deeper than basketball.
Oh yeah, no question.
That's a fact. You know what I'm
No
saying?
question.
A lot of mental health issues,
Yeah.
a lot of you know, a lot of y'all not, and I'm saying y'all just in general, not you,
Yeah,
Joe.
no
You know what I'm
question.
saying? With all due respect, but
No question.
a lot of y'all grow up without a parent. You know what I mean? Without a dad. I did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The environment where you guys grew up at. So
Yeah.
we all we listen. We have a similar story, just different environments. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I say that to say this for all the youngest listening, man. That's not the route. That's not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? If you do have a shorty or a female, stick with that lady. You know what I mean? Don't cheat. Don't do drugs. Don't join a gang. Don't gang bang. That's whack. That's out. You're not real. It doesn't make you tough. What makes you tough is following Jesus Christ.
Amen,
That's what
bro.
makes you tough.
Amen, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
I've been walking with the Lord for 2 years, Joe.
That's what's up, bro.
You know, so
Yeah.
so you throwing up this and this and this and whatever you do, that's out. That's whack. It's not the way. You either gonna end up dead or in jail, right? But
Yeah.
now I'm gonna get back to my brother, Mr. Joe Smith, right? Because I said a whole lot for you youngins. So I'm gonna get back to my brother Joe Smith, right? How did your role evolve over 16 seasons in the league? How did it evolve?
Shoot, different teams, I had to do different things. So,
Right, right, right.
like I said, when I got drafted by the Warriors, man, I was the go-to guy for 2.5 years. I did with the Warriors. Went to Philly. The first adjustment I had to make was come off the bench. I've never came off the bench in my life.
Yeah, no, no.
So
That
coming
must have
off
been
the
tough, right?
bench, so coming off the bench was the first adjustment. Um, a cut in my minutes was another adjustment. When you get in, when you're in the game, just trying to find your spots, with a new team is a tough adjustment. And but as I went on, the role was just having different places. I had different things. Like Minnesota, KG was the man. So what I did, I was the space the floor guy. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I
yeah,
was a pick
yeah.
and pop guy. I wasn't on the block as much when I was in Minnesota. So I had to become a better perimeter shooter. Um,
You became a stretch.
yeah,
Did you become a stretch?
I was one of the first one. I was one of the first stretches
Yeah,
down
yeah, 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 yeah. That's a
there.
fact. I remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You became a
Yeah,
stretch. Yeah, for
I
sure.
was one of the first stretches out there now.
You was
So
letting them go.
yeah,
You was letting it fly. I remember that. Yeah,
I
you
didn't
was letting
shoot
it fly.
threes. I didn't shoot threes, but I was right. I stretched the floor though. But yes, I was one of the first stretches out there. But so I had to learn I had to shoot better. I had to shoot better. I got down to Milwaukee. I was back on the block again a little bit more. So your role depends
So
on
it
your team.
changes.
Your role changes, and that's why I was able to play for 12 teams, 16 years because my game was able to adjust to any role because I could do
Right.
pretty much anything out there on the floor, and it was just about just changing my mentality at that time, knowing that okay, I ain't gonna get 25 shots with this team. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna get 6 offensive rebounds and make sure I get my shots though.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you have like certain touches? Because it seems like every player that I speak with, right, that I
Mm-hmm.
talk to, typically say, "Oh, my teammates knew I had to get 8 to 9 touches." So did you have that as well? Like how many touches you agree with the team?
Not once I left Golden State. That's why I was saying Golden State. Once I left Golden
Okay,
State, it was
just a different
score.
role.
Yeah, it was score when I had the opportunity,
Gotcha.
and offensive rebound and be able to get in there offensive rebound more. Once I left Golden State, but I don't. I really thought I was I don't really think it affected my output on the game
Not at all.
as much as people think. I mean, it's um, my
This is a
production.
side note. This is a side note, Joe.
What's up, bro?
This is a little side note, right? I don't know how I'm gonna get it to you or how I'm gonna give it to you, right?
Uh-huh.
But I would love, and again, this is surreal to me, right? This is very surreal for me because I listen. I told Tommy, I said, look, man, me and Tommy got into like this little, I can't say beef. It wasn't beef. It, yeah, I love you, Joe. Real
Oh
talk, man.
man.
It wasn't beef. It was just like I guess how he worded it. I was like, damn, Tommy, like I'm really just trying to sit down with one of my favorite players.
Uh-huh.
So I guess the way he worded it was kind of crazy, and I took it wrong. So I want to apologize, Tommy.
Oh,
Real talk. I want to apologize.
no.
That's who I am. I'm a real dude. And I'm sorry about that. So I'm gonna be sure to send him this clip. but but I do have a basketball card, and it'll be an honor for you to sign it for me, man. I don't know how
Oh
can we
man.
get that to you. Um, I don't know.
When we yeah, just I'll tell Tommy just when we done, man, just hit him up and he'll get you the address. And then we'll get it right back to you, bro. I got you.
Yeah, I need that
I
sign because
got you.
yeah, I need it. I got your rookie card.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got your rookie card.
Oh man, my man.
That's a
Yes, sir.
fact.
Yes,
That's a
sir. Yes,
fact. I
sir.
got the rookie card.
We'll definitely get that back to
I
you.
bought
Take care.
that. I bought that card. I would say back in 90. I want to say 97. It
Oh,
came
what?
in a no 90. Yeah, but because you came in league 95. So
Yeah.
I think it was so I used to go to this store where they used to sell cards, but they used to mix them up
Uh,
with NBA, NFL, MLB.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So 15 cards for $1, you get 15 cards.
Right.
But this was back in the day again, like 97, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? 98, something like that. And it so happens that I've kept your card. I have a whole bunch downstairs in my basement, but like on a wall.
Uh-huh.
And I've kept your card ever since. And there's your rookie card from
Uh,
Tops,
yes, sir.
TOPPS. That's a
Yes, sir.
fact.
Yes, sir. That's the one.
You know what I'm saying? So officially your rookie card. That's a fact. So
My dog.
it'll be an honor. It'll mean a lot to me, man, if you guys can get that, signed, and that'll be amazing, man.
Oh yeah.
So that
No
was
question.
that
Yep.
was
Yep.
my little side note.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll make sure we get that back to you in good hands.
that was my little side note.
Okay.
Now, Joe, this is I call this the quick hitter, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's a fun round. I have about 4 to 5 questions, right?
Got you.
Now you can answer them. You can give me one word answers, and if you want to elaborate, it's up to you,
I got you.
right? So here we go. Best city you played in.
Best city I played in. Um, as the home team, I would say Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Okay.
A lot of
Okay.
the fan base was crazy. The city was crazy, even though it was cold. The city was
Yeah.
like it was.
Yeah.
It
It's
felt
brick. It's
the
brick.
city was out like it was summertime all year round. So
Yeah. It's brick.
didn't bother me. Yeah, it didn't bother anybody up there. So the city was out, man. The food was good up there. So Minnesota as a home team. As a visitor, LA.
Favorite arena to play in.
Oh man, favorite arena. Before I played for Oklahoma, I would have said the Oakland Arena before they changed it to the Oracle. Well, I don't know what it is now, but
Yeah.
but the Oakland Coliseum, man, the Oakland Coliseum when I first got drafted, it was pretty much what you see in Oklahoma City right now. As far as the fan base, man, it was ridiculous. It was loud in the Oakland Coliseum. it had like this dark feel coming over the court, man, and it was like had a gloomy feel. But man, they sold out every game, and Oklahoma City obviously will be the other choice.
Nice. If you could build your ideal starting five from teammates you play with,
Oh,
who's in it?
from teammates,
I know KG's in there.
KG definitely in there. Jeez, that's tough. Jesus Christ. I'm almost got a Mount Rushmore on the team. Hold on, hold on. All right, hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold on.
We got one. We got one. We need four more.
Yeah, we got KG. Obviously, I got Doe Bean in there.
Word?
Kobe?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, facts. Kobe. Okay.
KD and LeBron. And AI. Hometown. I'm going home team. AI.
Yeah, he from VA. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
We
That's
played
that's
AAU together growing up. We was on the same AAU team growing up, man. So we got some wins on our belt growing up in the AAU
yeah.
team. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man.
But yeah, so I got AI, got Kobe, KG, Durant, and LeBron.
Yeah, that's a squad.
Dang, that's a tough five.
You think they'll go 82 and zit? Your squad, 82 and zit?
Can I add my other one?
Yeah.
I play with Melo too. So Melo on that team.
I'm gonna be honest, like
Westbrook on that team.
Damn. Damn.
Who else?
Damn, Russell Westbrook. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You talking about OKC Westbrook.
Yeah.
That's what you talking about that type of Westbrook. Yeah, that's a beast.
Yeah. So
triple double machine all day.
Yeah, so
animal.
So that's 7 right there. Yeah, they get close. All they shoot.
Yeah.
You can put any other 3 with them.
I think probably like a 70 clip.
Yeah,
something like that. A 72 clip. Yeah, that's a fact. One player you wish you got to play with. I think I know the answer. You mentioned him earlier.
Got to play with. Nah, I mean, yeah, Magic, obviously, but
so let's try something different.
No. That would have Shaq.
Oh yeah, you never played with Shaq.
I'd have loved to play alongside Shaq, bro, for a year or two. I would have loved that, bro.
That's right. You never played with Shaq.
The way I played, and I think it would have been something crazy.
I'm proud of Shaq, man. Like him, coming from Newark.
Yeah,
I'm proud of Shaq, man. And what he's doing with AI too, like he's so much of a team player. A lot of people say a lot of bad things about him, right? Because of the whole him and Kobe situation. But
right,
I'm not going to speak on that, but I think they're totally wrong because for someone who acknowledges that AI brought back, or I can't say brought back, but he signed with Reebok and the sales, and he had Reebok on lock, like he made it popping, like he made it lit. So for him to recognize that and say, "Wow, nah, hold on, AI besides me, AI was the next man,
Mr. Reebok."
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and he kept him, he put him under his wing and made him what? I think vice president or something like that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So shout out to Shaq, man. Amazing, man. Amazing.
Exactly. I think
go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think that's something that as former players we all should start doing, coming together, doing more stuff like that. So because it only makes it better, makes the brand better, makes things better for what they're trying to accomplish. So hopefully that's something you'll see more of in the future.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Who? Oh, you did say who was your goat. Who's your goat and why? Magic.
Uh yeah, Magic my goat.
Okay,
Magic my goat. I mean,
I've never heard of Magic, Joe. I keep it
I
real
know
with you, so that's the first.
everybody, and everybody, skip over Magic, but I mean, Magic came in the league, man, winning championships, and people don't
That's a fact.
understand that. You know what I'm saying? So, Magic, man, and obviously the way he plays. I mean, I don't know this where he ranks amongst, but as far as scoring, assists, rebounding, he's definitely
And chips.
and championships. Yeah, exactly. He's definitely ranked high in all those categories. So Magic is my goat, man. He always will be. And I'm not just saying that because I grew up a Lakers fan, but I mean the way he played the game of basketball is the way I enjoy watching it. You know,
Right. Now that's dope.
you know.
That's dope. Now, this is a tough one, Joe.
Uh-uh.
And I would like to hear if you say who I want you to say, then we straight. But if I hear the other, but but if I hear the other person, I'm gonna have to ask why.
uh,
MJ or LeBron?
oh my God, man.
Let's go. You play like yeah. Let's go. Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe. Let's go. Let's go. It's getting tricky right now.
Man,
It just got Mickey
I
and
usually
tricky.
don't get
Let's go,
into that
Joe.
debate. I usually don't get into that debate because people get in their feelings in that debate. Um, I mean, I obviously played against MJ, played with LeBron, played against LeBron, and it's they both bring something different to the table. LeBron obviously his longevity.
Taking you
He's
taking you
he's been
taking you
he's
taking
been doing
the
he's been doing this a long time. Because I ain't about to give you a direct answer. I'm about to give you accolades from both. I'm about, to, I'm about to give you what I like about both. LeBron been introduced into his 40s, man. The NBA leading scorer. Obviously, one of the best ever assist leaders that ever come across the game. Reminds me a lot of Magic when I watch him play. MJ, yeah, MJ, man, obviously a monster out there on the court, unstoppable, unstoppable. We all know that possibly if he wouldn't have retired, they probably could have had 8, 9 straight championships if he wouldn't have walked away and played baseball for a couple years. So, I mean, we know what type of monster he is, man. And he's definitely one of those guys, man, that refuse to lose. And I think that's the biggest difference between him and LeBron. I don't want to say LeBron, don't refuse to lose, but you could tell in the fourth quarter with an attitude shift with Jordan that in a close game or whatever, just to put a game away or whatever, that he's going to go out there and put that game away. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to, whether he got to do it by himself or not, offensively, but he's going to, you can see that, that switch come on. And with LeBron, man, he would prefer to keep everyone else involved. So instead of turning on that switch and like, all right, I'm about to go in now. You know what I'm saying? It's a close game, 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes left. It's LeBron time. See, MJ will be like, it's MJ time. So that's the only difference, man. But both of them, man, I don't put one over the other, man. I played.
Now check this out, Joe.
What's up, bro?
Check this out. Check this. You gonna like this one.
What's up, bro?
The fact that you took longer while talking about Mike, I know that Mike is above LeBron. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I ain't gonna let you do that to me. Hey, Mike, I ain't gonna let you do that to me, Mike.
Joe.
I ain't gonna let you do that to me, Mike. No, because you know why? Because you know why? Because you know what I'm saying? You got to defend Braun more because people always you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
always
yeah.
want to bring them down, you know what I'm saying? So I got to defend.
I think is a personal preference at this point.
It is. It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Because I met 40-Os that like LeBron more than Jordan. And that's
Right.
crazy to me, but it's
Right.
cool. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Again, you said the longevity, which is understood
Yeah.
1000%. I think Jordan. Well, he retired for how many years? I what 2, 3? No,
Two.
more than that. 2 years.
2 years.
So I think that. I mean, I think he probably would have won one more chip.
Okay.
I think so. I don't think two though. I mean, remember you had to play against the Rockets though. I mean, that's a tough team.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? They beat my
a
Knicks in '94.
lot of folks said the only reason they won them because MJ was gone. That's what the talk about. You know, that's what the talk was. You know, when I first that's when I first heard it. I'm just saying when I heard, you know what I'm saying, when the rumor wheel around the rumor
um,
wheel around the league was,
um, I,
bro.
you know what? You're right.
So
You're
I mean,
right. You're right.
but
You're
you know,
right.
we never know. I mean, it ain't like we can go back and
Now
change.
you're right. You're right. I wish my Knicks would have won in '94, but
Yeah,
it is what it is. I mean,
yeah.
now see, I honestly, if and this is how I feel. I might be wrong. Yeah, it's cool. I think my father was gonna bash me for this one, but I feel like if the Knicks would have beat Indiana,
Hmm.
I think we would have took OKC to Game 7 because we're more physical, we're more tough. I think we have more grit. It's just the fact that again, it goes back to Tibbs, right? It goes back to the minutes, us not having a bench. This is why Jordan Clarkson is key right now, right?
Yeah,
Because here's the thing. I mean, and this is the the Pacers don't have a better team than the Knicks. They don't. On paper, they don't. It's
you don't
just
think
that
so?
no, heck no. Heck no. Rick Carlisle uses all what
Rick
15,
Carlisle,
12
a hell of a coach.
players.
Rick
Yeah, he
Carlisle, a hell of a
outcoached
coach.
Tibbs all day. He
He's a
outcoached him
hell of
all
a
day.
coach. Yeah,
He outcoached them all day,
yeah,
which is cool, and it shows who's the champion, right? He won in 2011 with
yeah.
the with the
With
with the
Dallas,
Mavs,
yeah,
so it shows who the champion is,
they knocked us
right?
out that year.
Yeah, facts, facts,
Yeah,
facts.
I
Yeah,
was with
yeah,
the
yeah. Remember
Lakers.
that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up right there. We was cool, Mike. So you just but yeah.
Oh
You just
man.
brought that up, man. We was all right. Yeah.
My fault, Joe. My
Nah,
fault.
you good, bro.
Nah, but looking forward, looking forward. What is next for Joe Smith?
I got my basketball academy, Joe Smith Basketball Academy, man.
Can I
And
pull up?
man, come on, yeah, of course, we
How
right
far
here.
is VA? I'm in Jersey right now. How far
Oh,
is
Jersey.
how far is VA?
What are you talking about? Driving?
Driving, yeah. It's like 8 hours.
It's about 8 9 hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
8 9 hours. Yeah. So I have my basketball academy, man, and we're being supported. We're being backed by the city of Virginia Beach, man, who stepped in and have been a big help as far as helping us put together camps and helping us do a lot of things in the Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Hampton Roads area, man. So big shout out to Virginia Beach, the city of Virginia Beach for that.
Shout
Uh,
out to VA Beach. Yeah,
yeah,
word.
and Councilman Green. But I mean, we're here, man. I got a camp coming up July 7th through 11th at the Virginia Beach Sports Center for ages 8 through 12. And then I got another one July 21st through 25th at the same place, Virginia Beach Sports Center for ages 13 through 18. And man, it's got a full week. And I'm not hitting them over the head, bro. For the full week, it's $99. So, we want to
Wow.
we definitely want to try to do whatever we can to help the community, man. Like I said, we ain't trying to dig in the community pockets, man. We just want to be able to be here to be a positive influence and be able to do what we can around the community to help in any way we can, man. And this is one way we feel this summer that we're going to help. It's not going to be this is the first one, but we're planning them every fall, spring. We're planning them every season. So
Cool, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. That goes back to what I'm saying. You got to be consistent with it and always be around and not just with the camps, but there's other things that I'm planning and I have coming up in the fall in the same area. So I mean, we're staying busy, we're staying active. Teamed up with Tommy Davidson, that's my business partner. He has a technology solutions company. So we're bringing basketball and technology to the communities, man. So for those that may not be that interested in sports or may not feel like basketball is their thing, then we have Tommy out there teaching technology, software, and all types of things like that. So man, we're trying to be a positive influence and show these kids something that they can really be uh, uh, help they be creative with and help them broaden their minds.
Word. Damn, that's so dope, man.
Appreciate it.
Whatever you guys need from me, I'm here.
Oh
You
man, we
know?
appreciate it, bro.
And this is what I tell every baller that I come across, right? And and this is true story. Like I and I say this repeatedly. I kid you not, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I could care less about this pod. You know what I care about?
What's that?
A relationship between us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep.
A dope, but we can fellowship. We can chop it up. Yo, Joe, what up, man? You good? Oh yeah, yeah. Yo, what up,
Right.
man? You know what I mean? That's what I
Yep.
care about. Okay, I care about a friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Most
That's
important.
that's
Man.
that's more important to me.
Yep.
Than sitting down and doing a pod. But it leads to that, right? It leads to us having a conversation, us bonding, laughing, to
Right.
even lead up to us being homies and friends, and you know what I'm saying, and so forth.
Right. Right.
So again, that's what I look forward to. You know what I'm saying? The friendship, the fellowship, you know, anything you guys need from me, I'm here.
Man,
Um,
appreciate it.
I am in Jersey, but listen, I'll take the drive out there, no problem. Like I'm
Right.
cool. Like I'm listen, I'm here. I'm here for you guys, man. Like whatever
Yeah.
again, whatever you guys need from me. And I have one last question, Joe.
Uh-huh.
One last question.
Got you.
If you could leave one message to the world, what would it be?
If I could leave one message to the world,
Knowing how the world is right now,
I would tell them be kind. It don't cost nothing. So
man,
that y'all be kind.
man,
The world is
listen,
so much jealousy and feel like evil everywhere right now, man. So it don't cost nothing to be kind.
see, I'll say this, right? I'll say be kind, love your enemy, right?
Yeah,
And that's hard.
yeah,
That's hard because I gang bang, so that's hard.
yeah.
But most importantly, right? And I'm not trying to force anything down anyone's throat. Pause. But I am gonna say, follow Jesus Christ, man.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
he's John. I'm gonna leave you with this one verse, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you have time, right? You can go. I'll even send it to you through DM.
Okay.
Um, I'll send you my number too if you like. You know what I'm saying? We can
Yeah, yeah,
talk, or
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
the
bro.
case may
I was
be.
gonna tell you, yeah,
I'll
yes.
send it through DM. But
Okay.
I'm gonna leave everyone with this one verse. John 14:6.
Mm.
I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me, him. John 14:6.
Yeah.
So I say that to say this, man. I thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. This is surreal to me, you guys. This right here is crazy to me, right? Yeah, I laughed. We bond. We kicked it. But at the end of the day, I was nervous as ish. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I was nervous,
uh,
man, because I'm really in front of one of the. Listen, like, and I'm keep on repeating myself, Joe. Like, you were really, man. This is surreal, man.
man, appreciate it, fam.
You know, I don't want to get all teary eyed, and you know what I mean. Like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm a tough dude, but you know, it's all love, Joe. Just know that,
No question. Back
and
at you, fam.
again, I want to shout out Tommy, brother. You know, I thank you so much. You know, and I'm here to support you guys' futures endeavors for sure. You
Man,
know what
we
I'm saying?
appreciate it. Same here, bro.
You know what I
Same here.
mean? So
Let us know.
Joe, it was nice talking to you, brother. I'm gonna shoot you my number now
All right.
through DM. And you know what? We out. I love you, Joe. For real,
Love you
man.
too, fam. Appreciate you.
You already appreciate you too, Joe.
Much.